Hello, welcome to the third video of my video series Programming Microcontrollers. In this video, we will see how to control a servo motor using an Android phone via Bluetooth. First, let's see the practical implementation. So here I have connected all the components according to the circuit diagram. This is the Bluetooth module, this is the Arduino, and this is the servo, and an Android phone in which I have already installed the app for controlling the servo. Here you can see that there is a slider, and if I move the slider towards the right, we can see that the servo is also moving, and if I move the slider towards the left, we can see that the servo moves in the opposite direction. Now I will explain to you what Bluetooth is, how it works, and the code that is needed to control the servo. So what is Bluetooth? Bluetooth is a wireless technology standard that is used for exchanging data between devices over short distances. It uses ultra-high frequency radio waves in the range 2.402 GHz to 2.48 GHz to communicate between devices. In 2021, 4.7 billion Bluetooth integrated circuit chips were shipped globally all over the world. So what are the uses of Bluetooth communication? Bluetooth communication is used for a variety of different applications. It is used in cars, home automation systems, printers, wireless headsets, and in wireless keyboards and mice. For example, it can be used to send data between two smartphones or between a smartphone and a laptop. So what are we doing today? In this video, we will see how to control a servo motor using an Android phone. We will use an Arduino to receive the data sent via Bluetooth to turn the servo to the required rotation angle. In the last video, I already showed you how to control a servo motor using a microcontroller. So in this video, I will be focusing more on the Bluetooth connection between the smartphone and the Arduino. Now, let's build the circuit to control the servo. For building the circuit, we need the following components: an Arduino Uno, an HZ05 Bluetooth module, two 1 kilo ohm resistors, two 2 kilo ohm resistors, a servo motor, a 5 volt power supply, an Android phone, a breadboard, and some jumper cables. So let's see how to connect the components. To connect the components, we have to follow this circuit diagram. Now, let's connect the components according to the circuit diagram. First, you need to take the Bluetooth module and connect it on the breadboard. Now, let's connect the power supply wires to the breadboard as well. Then, take a hookup wire and connect the VCC pin of the Bluetooth module to the positive wire of the power supply. Then, take another hookup wire and connect the negative pin of the Bluetooth module to the negative pin of the power supply. Then take two jumper wires and connect them to digital pin 2 and 3. So connect them and connect the other end to the breadboard. Then take a 1 kilo ohm resistor and connect it between the jumper wire and the TX pin of the Bluetooth module. Then take another 1 kilo ohm resistor and connect it between the Bluetooth module's RX pin and the jumper wire. Then take a 2 kilo ohm resistor and connect it from the RX pin of the Bluetooth module to the ground of the power supply. Then take another 2 kilo ohm resistor and connect it between the RX pin and the ground of the power supply. Now we can connect the servo to the breadboard. So connect the pins to the breadboard. Then take a jumper wire and connect the positive of the power supply to the positive pin of the servo. Then take another hookup wire and connect the negative of the power supply to the negative of the servo. Then take a jumper wire and connect the signal pin of the servo to pin number 9 on the Arduino, and take another jumper wire and connect it from the ground of the power supply to the ground pin on the Arduino Uno. So that's all about the connections. Now let's write the code to receive the data using the Bluetooth module and control the servo. First, we need to import the libraries which we are going to use. The first library we need to import is the software serial library. This library is used to create communication between the Bluetooth module and the Arduino. So to import it, we have to type #include and in double quotes software serial.h. Next, we need to import the servo library. This library will enable us to control the servos precisely. So to import it, we have to type include and then servo.h. Now we need to declare some variables. These variables are going to hold the pin numbers which we are using. So the first variable we need to create is the pin number to which the transmit pin of the Bluetooth module is connected to. The pin number will not change dynamically. So we need to make it a constant, and the pin number is an integer. So we need to create a constant integer variable. So to create a constant integer variable, we have to type const and then int and the name of our variable. I will call the variable txpin. Then we have to set it to pin number 3. So just put an equal sign and put the number 3. Next, we need to create another variable which is going to hold the pin number to which the receive pin of the Bluetooth module is connected to. So create another constant integer variable and call it rxpin and set it to pin number 2. Next, we need to create an object with the software serial class that we imported. So to create the object, we have to type software serial and then the name of our object, which I will call BT. Then in the brackets, we have to pass in 2 arguments. The first argument we need to pass is the pin number to which the receive pin of the Bluetooth module is connected to. We have already declared that in our variable. So let's type in the variable name, which is rxpin. Then we need to pass in the pin number to which the transmit pin of the Bluetooth module is connected to. So that is stored in our variable. So type txpin. Then outside the brackets, put a semicolon. Now we need to create another object but with the servo class. So type servo and the name of the object, which I will call servo1, and put the semicolon. Now we can move on to the setup function. Inside the setup function, we first need to define the baud rate for the Bluetooth communication. We can do that using bt.begin and inside the brackets the baud rate. The default baud rate is 9600 baud. So I'm going to use that. So type 9600 and then put the semicolon. Now we need to tell the Arduino to which pin the servo is connected to. We can do that using servo1.attach and the pin number, which is pin number 9. That is all for the setup function. Now we can move on to the loop function. Inside the loop function, we first want to check if the Bluetooth module is connected and is available. We can do that using an if statement. So type if, and for the condition we can use another function which is present in the BT object called available. So type bt.available and put brackets, and then we can put curly braces, and inside the curly braces we can define the logic. So if the Bluetooth communication is available, we want to store the data that we received via the Bluetooth module to a variable. So create an integer variable, and I will call it angle, and set it to bt.read. What this function does is that it reads the data received by the Bluetooth module and sets it to the angle variable. Now we can write the angle to the servo using the write function which is present in the servo1 object. So type servo1.write and the angle. So that is all the code that we need to control the servo using an Android phone via Bluetooth communication. Now let's connect the Arduino to the computer. Now we can upload the code to the Arduino. First we need to select which board we are using and also to which serial port it is connected to. To select which board we are using, we have to go to the Tools menu, then go to the Board submenu, go to Arduino AVR boards and select the Arduino Uno. Then to select the port, go to the Port submenu and select the COM port to which the Arduino is connected to. In my case it is COM4. I am going to select that. Now we can click on the verify button to verify our code, and down here it says it has been compiled. Now we can upload the code. To upload it, we have to click on the upload button, and as you can see it has been uploaded. Now we can control the servo using the Android phone. To send the required rotation angle to the Arduino via the Bluetooth module, I have created an app using MIT App Inventor. In the next video, I will show you how you can build this app yourself. So this is the app, and to send commands via Bluetooth, we have to enable Bluetooth on the Android phone. The first thing we need to do before we can start sending commands is that we have to connect the phone to the Bluetooth module. For doing that, we have to click on this drop down menu and select the Bluetooth module. In my case, it is the first one. I am going to click on it, and the connection status will change to connected. Now to control the servo, we have to move this slider to the required position. So if I move this slider to the right, we can see that the servo also moves, and if I move it towards the left, the servo moves in the opposite direction. So that is all for this video. Thanks for watching.